Here, gentlemen, you got your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Here's our tail of the tape. It is our main event. This place is buzzing. Carlos Morales, the veteran, 28 years old. Can he be the solution to the kid, as he calls him, Ryan Garcia, who will have a half-inch reach disadvantage? Here's our poll. Who will win the main event? You think it'll be Garcia by a 59 to 41% margin. Here we go.
The 41% is a little more than I thought. But Ryan Garcia has proven so far that he can handle the spotlight. Let's see if it continues to be the case.
10 rounds, lightweight division. Garcia wanting a knockout. Carlos Morales wanting respect, wanting fame, wanting fortune.
Ryan showing that hand speed already with those fast jabs, those little counter left hooks over the top of the lazy jabs. Crowd chanting his name. Let's hope Ryan doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment, knows how to pace himself and fights his fight.
Just turned 20 a few days ago, did Ryan Garcia. But he is wise beyond his years. If you've ever talked to him or ever heard him speak, sounds like a 40-year-old, not a 20-year-old.
Very patient in there right now, not trying to force anything. But sometimes you can get overwhelmed by the moment or feel pressured.
Morales has never been stopped, ladies and gentlemen. Garcia vows to do it tonight. He's on the front foot. Oh, and it looked like Morales got a nice shot in there with the left hand. As for Garcia, he's never... Oh, and he got caught with another right there. Garcia said he's never been knocked down. In fact, he said, I've never even been dazed in a fight.
Morales wants to make it a nastier fight. He wants to be able to fight in the inside. He can't match Ryan for speed, staying on the outside. He doesn't want to get in there careless or go in there like the rooster. But he's a savvy veteran. Ryan, who's been fighting since he was 7 years old, and all over Southern California. He's fought a lot of tough customers like this in gyms.
It was interesting because Ryan Garcia said he didn't really have a love for boxing. He said he played baseball, and he loved baseball. Said he was really good, but at the end of the season, his team finished in 4th place, and he was like, this isn't fun. I want to win championships. And his dad said, you know what? Become a boxer. You control your own destiny. You can be as good as you want to be. And from then on, he preferred the sweet sights.
That's why I've always been partial to individual sports. You don't have to worry about the other guy working as hard as you are. If he doesn't want it as bad, you get all the glory, but if you lose, you also get all the blame. There's nothing like that. Sounds like a pep rally in here, Tom.
It does. Every seat has been sold out. Or every seat has been sold, rather. It is sold out. Standing room only in Indio, California.
Stop. No punch. No punch. When I say stop,
Morales and Garcia for a while worked out at the same gym. And Garcia's manager said, frankly, I'm surprised Morales took this fight because he's seen what Garcia can do in training. I think Morales knows deep down that he can't win this fight.
Time.
Let's bring in Roxy Diaz.
Looking at what Facebook is saying right now. Steven Lucia saying this fight.
Roxy, you wearing that dress?
I like the way that Roxy's fingernails match her dress color. Very impressive. I'm all compliments from now on for Roxy Diaz. Who won round 1? According to you, 80% of you said it was Ryan Garcia.
I thought he did too, and I thought he was patient. Established his jab nice. He's trying to time those counters with that left hook. I think it's a good game plan to stay from the outside. I would pump it a little bit more and go upstairs and downstairs with it.
Hey, Morales caught him with a couple shots in the first round. That surprised you?
Well, no. That's the thing about Ryan, though. He stays very erect when he fights. He's upright, and he is susceptible if you can time it. But he's usually so fast with his hands that he's able to overcome that deficiency, what I see. Morales sees something, though, in him standing so upright with that looping right hand.
Mario, you're a boxing aficionado. Putting all the hype aside and all the lights that surround Ryan Garcia, from a pure boxing standpoint, how good is he?
He's good. You could tell he had a strong amateur background. His physical traits, he's fast, he's long, he's athletic with his feet as well. Obviously still room for improvement, and I think he's got a high ceiling. But what you can't teach is star appeal and that it factor, and that he definitely has loads. But I think Golden Boy's doing a good job in the way they're matchmaking him and bringing him along. Because this is a real fight. I think it'll continue to progressively get tougher and tougher, and they'll match him well.
We're expecting record-breaking numbers tonight on Facebook Watch. We thank you for joining us tonight. You're watching our main event, Ryan King Rye Garcia and Carlos the Solution Morales. Garcia in the white gloves, Morales in the black.
Ryan let his right hand go right there. First one I've seen of the night.
You know, earlier in his career, it was the left hook that did a lot of damage for Garcia, but recently that right hand's been up in the game as well.
And when at hand speed, I'm surprised that he doesn't let the combinations float a little bit more. Nice little counter, but he's a patient fighter. For a young fighter, he's disciplined.
A couple good jabs there from Morales. And we know that the crowd can sometimes sway judges. Do you think Morales is going to get a proper shake here tonight?
I think the judges have done a really good job based on the scores so far. I mean, granted we had him rock out the last time, but I think based on the one fight where I had it exactly the same as I won't stick to the judge, they seem to be on punch.
Stop. Hey, do me a favor. Don't do that. Don't throw him down like that again, all right?
That's a little bit of that experience maybe shining through Morales, pushing the kid around.
Cut the shit, all right?
Let's see if Ryan lets him get to him.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen. Listen for that bell.
Good finish to the George Rodriguez saying Mario Lopez knows his boxing. I hope so. We're paying you to know boxing, aren't we?
Thanks, George. I appreciate it, man.
It's been a pleasure tonight. A lot of fun, by the way, Mario.
Yeah, it has been always fun hanging out with you, Todd. We've been lucky that we've been blessed with some great fights.
Good counterpunch there from Garcia.
Yeah, I like when he follows that right hand up with those quick jabs.
Stop. No punch.
Garcia with a 6-week training camp for this fight. He's living in Costa Mesa, California right now. Has an apartment there.
Yeah, no longer staying in Victorville at the moment. Got his family here.
Jason Mejia saying, even my 1-month-old son is hyped for this.
Raising them right, Jason.
By the way, I want to give a shout-out to my 2-year-old daughter, Cora, who accidentally stuffed a Peppa Pig toy up her nose last night and had to go to the emergency room.
But she's okay.
But she's okay. Thanks for asking.
Okay. That Peppa Pig. Meanwhile, Ryan is peppering him with his jab, being very patient.
Enrique, if Machado couldn't KO Morales, Ryan won't KO him. What do you think about that?
Well, Machado doesn't necessarily have the speed of Ryan Garcia, and speed kills. And Ryan, it's his counter-punching and his speed that actually has been a large part of his result for his knockout power. Morales coming in.
Morales is going after me.
He is. Well, he was having some success with the looping overhand right, but he's not setting it up as well. Just sort of lunging in.
All right, stop punch.
Not feigning or doubling up on his jabs.
When I say no punch, it's no punch. Don't do it again.
A cut either over the eye or on the nose. The bridge. I think he may have 2 cuts actually. And that's interesting because in his last fight against Darden Sinunai, he was that fight was stopped because of cuts. Went to the scorecards. Morales' face was all busted up there. Sinunai actually said, "Listen, I was turning the tables in this fight, and he stopped it going to the judges' scorecards too early. I could have won this fight." A nice shot there from Garcia.
The blood seems to have invigorated Ryan.
Whoa, he caught one. And look at the smile on the face of Morales.
The blood may be giving him a false sense of security, but...
Hey, I think already we're seeing maybe the toughest fight Garcia's been in.
And this is good for Ryan. These good, tough rounds with this veteran. This is only going to improve his development and help him grow as a fighter.
Work on it, guys. Let it on.
A good round here for Morales. Did he do enough to win? We want to hear your votes right now.
there.
Good stuff here in Indio, California. The veteran and the kid in a good one. Let's bring in Roxy Diaz again.
As you guys can tell, it's a sold-out crowd here in Indio, California. I'm standing with Angelique. Angelique, you're a fan of Ryan Garcia, correct?
Yes, crazy fan.
Crazy fan. Were you even a boxing fan before this?
Yes, actually, I'm a boxer myself, so I've always looked up to him, and yeah.
What do you think it is about Ryan Garcia that brings all the young people together to want to come and watch a Ryan Garcia fight and watch it on Facebook?
His crazy speed, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Standing up, giving instruction, ringside.
Ryan Garcia, the 2017 ESPN Prospect of the Year. Big things expected from this 20-year-old. He's certainly facing adversity here tonight.
He's got his hands full with a real fighter. And not every fight is he going to be able to blow everyone out and walk through. And if he did that, he wouldn't develop and be prepared for the breaks of the game. So this is exactly the kind of fight that he needs.
Everyone gave round 3 for Garcia. We mean everybody.
All right, stop.
And another push down there for Morales.
It's 2 tackles for Morales.
Sorry, guys, this guy got tangled.
And the blood flowing on Morales' nose. It's the bridge of it, so not a bad area, if you will. It's not going to impair his vision. Ryan seemed to get inspired by the blood on his opponent's face.
Stop. No
Mario,
punch.
you get to interview a lot of celebrities every week when you're on Extra and all the other things you do. When they say that someone has the it factor, what does that mean, and does Garcia have it?
Yes, you can't exactly put your finger on it, but I mean, I think it's obvious with him. He's a good-looking kid. He's charismatic, young, very, as he says, goofy personality and fun. And he can fight. And that's rare.
There's never really been a fighter like him, at least recently, that's kind of a goofball. And a quick right hand snapping power there for Garcia.
And a nice left hook followed by that, too. Jose Contreras had a nice little comment saying he's impressed with his speed, but would like to see him put more punches together, follow up with that right hand.
Earlier tonight, Roxy Diaz asked Ryan Garcia, hey, Carlos Morales called you a goofball. Does that bother you? And Garcia said, no, it doesn't bother me. I am a goofball, so come do something about it.
Tough goofball.
Morales shaking his head no, but we know sometimes that actually means yes, you got me.
All the time it means yes. It's more like he convinced themselves. And a rare double jab from Morales.
Now it's Morales trying to push the pressure in the tone.
And that's the fight that Morales needs to make. Get him into a corner, attack the body, slow the kid down. He abandoned the jab. He's not jabbing anymore.
Ryan, get off his head, Ryan. All right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Stop at the bell, gentlemen. Time right there.
Another solid round for Ryan Garcia. Morales not making it easy on him for sure.
No, he's rough. He hasn't figured out exactly how to cut him off and keep him in the corners, keep him in one place to be able to attack that body, but he's not making it easy for him. He's keeping it uncomfortable.
How would you rate Garcia's performance through 4 rounds?
5.
I think he's doing a good job. He's fighting disciplined, not getting careless. I'd like to see him double, triple up his jabs and go a couple more combos and go to the body a little bit more.
What about Morales?
Morales, I think, has had moments but hasn't figured out how to put it together. And I'd like to see him cut off the ring, attack his body. He's got a young, fast opponent in front of him. He needs to try to slow him down. Because see there, he's not going to be too successful with counterpunches just because of the speed. There's such a great disparity.
It's interesting. It seems like every round they take turns being the aggressor and being the counterpuncher.
See, I'd love to see Ryan double, triple up on the jab. Jab to the head, jab to the body, feint. Come over with that right hand combination. He likes to throw that jab, try to time you with the left hook.
out of it, guys.
Carlos named the solution as to where he got it. He said, my former trainer gave me the nickname. When he was an amateur, they'd bring in other boxers from different gyms that would beat everyone else in the gym, but he would always find the solution. He would always be able to beat the kid.
Garcia's being a problem for him tonight.
Let's see if we can figure out as the rounds progress. We're in round 5, scheduled for 10 here.
No punch. No punch.
Sold out Fantasy Springs Casino and Resort.
Let's go.
Who won round 4? 83% say it was Ryan Garcia. Garcia just missed him with that right hand.
Ryan letting his hands go a little bit more.
And now here comes Morales on the front foot.
All right, stop. No punch. Guys, hey, both of you guys, stop the wrestling, all right? Stop the wrestling. Both of you guys, all right?
Warning there for Thomas Taylor.
Ryan having his chance of his name. Lull in the action, abandoning the jab at the moment.
Good body shot there with the right hand from Garcia.
Single body shot though, not setting it up, no combo following it. Not a lot of wasted effort with Ryan and his punches. Well conditioned, doesn't seem to ever get tired at this point in his fights in his career.
Let him go, Ryan. Let him go. Let go of the arm. All right, stop. No punch. Straight back. Let's go. Listen for the bell, gentlemen. Time right there.
That'll do it for round 5. Hello, girl. But he's used to tasting his own blood. Does it almost every fight. Total punches landed so far through
Stop. No
5.5 rounds here. Let's take a look at the stats. Oh, left hook there. A little baby left hook for Garcia, and then a 1-2. And now all of a sudden, Cabrera's trying to hold on. Excuse me, Morales trying to hold on.
Ryan has done a good job closing out his fights and being a great finisher.
No punch. Straight back.
It's just setting it up and getting to that point. Nice body shot.
Gotta let him go. No punch. Let him go. Ryan, you gotta let him go. Let's go.
This crowd waiting to explode.
Morales just not letting his hands go. Having a tough time keeping Garcia in the corner. And closing the distance. Ryan, to his credit.
Ryan, get off the top of his head.
Doing a good job either tying him up.
No punch, straight back. Let him go, Ryan.
Moving out of position.
Let's go.
10 seconds to go here in round 6.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen. Time!
4 rounds left.
He's hurt. All right, bro. That's what you gotta do. That fucking right hand is there all day. All day. Right hand is there all day.
Okay, got it.
Hey, that jab to the body. He's not really tired.
Got 2 nicknames, the Flash and King Rod.
Here's a replay of Ryan with a double jab followed by left.
7. Back up for me. Back up for me.
So Morales running out of time here if he wants to knock off Ryan Garcia.
The thing about Ryan Garcia is he naturally seems like a counterpuncher, but he needs to get off first. He has the speed, he has the skill set, and if he wants those knockouts, I think when you have the physical attributes that he has, you can let your hands go a little bit more.
He's full of confidence, that's for sure. Believes he can take boxing on his shoulders to the next level, bringing a lot of new young fans.
Get off his head, Ryan. All right, stop. No punch, guys.
I'm sure there are a lot of you watching here on Facebook Watch right now that maybe have never seen a boxing match before. Hope you're enjoying it. Pat Coon saying Morales got dazed by the left.
And if you are tuning in for the first time, this is a special sport. It takes a real special type of individual to get in there completely by yourself, virtually naked.
Straight back.
Both, well, yeah, physically, essentially, but just emotionally, you're there all by yourself. It's a purest form of gladiators and Roman times as it gets.
And there's a saying within boxing that you don't play boxing. It's not like any other sport. You don't play it.
Stop. No
you
punch,
fight.
no punch.
Here's a corner right now for Carlos Morales.
Come on!
Corner urging him to put the pressure and let his hands go.
There you go!
And now Morales,
He's hurt! He's hurt!
they think that they've got him hurt.
He's hurt!
Watch all over for me, all right?
He's hurt!
Hey, back up.
Stay down!
What do you think, Mario? Is he hurt?
He's
Ryan
hurt!
retreating for a little bit. Maybe he's catching his hand or waiting for that quick counter.
Stop. No punch.
Morales not taking
punch.
advantage of the situation,
Let him go.
just with the low reaction on his end.
Watch the hooking of the head, all right? Back up from me. Let's go.
Well, if he was hurt, you'd think he shook off the cobwebs by now. Whoa, that shot got him, and the legs are buckled. Hold on a second now. Ryan Garcia has lost his momentum and lost his balance.
Ryan, gotta let him go. Let's go.
He looked like he got clipped a little there.
Keep an eye on his legs. When a boxer loses his legs, everything's gone.
Oh, and that was a big hit behind the ears
Ryan,
from
watch the hooking,
Morales.
all right?
And you saw Garcia glance up at the clock. He wants out of this round.
Could fatigue be setting in? As he shot, he's really retreated in this round.
All right, stop. No punch. Let him go. Let him go.
A big round here for Carlos Morales.
Big round.
That was his moment. Will he get another one?
Listen for the bell. Time.
So pump the brakes, everybody, on the Ryan Garcia train.
I gave that round to Morales.
Mouthpiece.
Morales' trainer urging him to press the action. Let's see if he recovers.
Oh, and right out of the gates, another shot lands for Morales. Garcia has never been tested like this, ladies and gentlemen. He's never been knocked down, never been buzzed, at least by his own account.
Morales senses that he's in danger, really pressing the action. Morales would be wise to let his hands go, seize the opportunity, take advantage.
Just like in his last fight, Morales coming on late. Nearly beat Machado, and he's got Ryan Garcia, it appears, in a little bit of trouble.
Ryan needs to start letting his hands go, earn that respect back, and keep that jab at bay.
This is Garcia's first fight at 135 pounds, moved up a weight
Work on that,
class.
guys. Let his arm go. All right, stop. No punch. Go.
Total punches landed.
Ryan, gotta get
Look
off
at
the top
that.
of his head.
Morales outlanding Garcia. In the last round, it was 2-1. Good body shot there for Morales. Garcia not firing back like he has been.
Took another big shot.
How nervous would you be right now if you're in the corner of Ryan Garcia?
It didn't seem like that big of a shot, Todd. I don't know if it was a combination of just being fatigued and that particular shot kind of put it to the accelerated the fatigue. Ryan answering back now, maybe getting a second win.
All right, stop. No punch, guys. Straight back. Let's go.
A lot of nervous energy right now here.
Yes, the crowd seems to have... You can feel the tension and the sense of concern.
Hey, just don't do that.
Morales knocking on the door there. The referee didn't appreciate it. It appears that Morales can't win this fight on the scorecards. He needs a knockout.
Well, Morales sensing but the tide's turning a little bit. Not being able to take full advantage of the situation. Ryan, meanwhile, seems to have gotten his legs back from under him.
And another glance up at the screen for Garcia.
Let him go, Ryan. Let him stop. No punch. Straight back. Let's go.
30 seconds to go here in round 8.
Ryan Garcia needs to start jabbing, playing that four corners defense, if in fact fatigue is an issue. Still 2 more rounds to go.
Listen for the bell, gentlemen.
Another good round for Morales, who's really come back strong in this fight. What do you think, Mario?
I'm throwing that right hook it up. Throwing that right hook to the rib.
Here we go. Landed by Carlos Morales. Beginning of the round with Carlos Morales landing that big left hook. Catching Ryan Garcia flush on the chin. Said he's never been buzzed. I guarantee he felt that one.
Ready? Ready? Time in. Time in.
Handled it well, though. Stayed upright.
So 6 minutes to go now. If you're Ryan Garcia in his corner, do you kind of go into survival mode here, or do you go on the attack?
I asked my fighter how he's feeling conditioning-wise. I get back to establishing my jab and continuously pump it. If I get in close, I hold. I don't get in exchanges.
Well, if you gave the last 2 rounds to Morales, which you did, and he wins the next 2, it will be a 6-4 win for Garcia. But one of those earlier rounds, who knows? Judges could have given that to Morales. So certainly it would behoove Garcia to win one of these 2 final rounds. Sam agreeing with you, Mario. Let's see what Facebook thought about that last round. Well, they gave it to Garcia. They've given every round to Garcia, which is a real stretch.
Let him go. Stop. No punch. No punch.
I have him winning the fight, but it just
buddy.
feels like the momentum and the tide has turned a little bit.
Carlos Morales vowed to get respect tonight, and I think he's gotten that for sure.
Morales has 2 rounds to work. He needs to get a little rooster-esque and be busy and let those hands fly.
Work on it, guys.
Ryan needs to pump that jab, keep it pesky in his face, and apply a lot of lateral movement.
No punch. Straight back.
This round's been pretty sloppy. A lot of hugging and grabbing.
Nice kind of left shot by Ryan.
All right, stop. No punch.
Not sure if his feet got caught on the canvas or if he just kind of lost his balance there. Garcia a little awkward.
I think there was a little tripping of the feet.
Seems like this round's still up for grabs.
I don't like seeing the backpedaling.
Morales saying, hey, let's fight, man.
Stop. Ryan, stop. Gotta watch the holding, all right, man? Let's go.
Ooh, big left hook by Morales.
Morales caught Garcia, and Garcia caught Morales too, but it seems like Garcia's worse for wear as he retreats again.
Stop. No knockdown. It's all right, come here.
Taking little peeks at the...
Yeah, I think judges notice that stuff. Garcia continuously looking at the big screen to check the time left in the round.
Hey, way to hold back.
3 minutes to go.
Much better. You got to pop that jaw on. Pop.
You got that jab hook, and he's not expecting a double hook.
We got the last round. We're going to touch gloves in a second, all right?
Let's go. Work the body. Get in the zone, and let's get this in, all right? Put it in the back. Make it clear in his back. That line him up for me, man. He's there all day. Over the top is there all day. Last round, baby. You're not throwing that right hook enough.
Here's a replay with another big left hook landing from Carlos Morales. And I've given him the last 3 rounds. Not that he's been having huge success, but doing enough to eke out the round in my eyes.
Round 10, the final round, 3 minutes to go. Has Garcia done enough in the early rounds that he can lose this round? Here's Mario's scorecard, and it's gotten pretty close.
Yeah, I've got it 6 rounds to 3, and it seems like ever since he took that big left hook, another big right hand from Carlos Morales.
No punch. Let him go. Let him
Just
go.
the tide turned a little bit. And these are the fights that Ryan needs to develop as a fighter. That's going to make him better. That's going to make him tougher. It's going to help him persevere.
Ryan, let go of that arm, Ryan. Let go of that
And
arm.
let us not forget, Morales not really known as a power guy. 6 wins by knockout and 17 victories. So if he was getting clipped by somebody with more strength, Garcia could be in some serious trouble.
That's why the Gervonta Davis fights, those sort of conversations, we don't want to have them in a premature sense. These fights do make you better, but you rush to these sort of big event scenarios right away.
All right, stop.
Let's
Don't
keep
punch, don't punch.
developing.
Straight
Let's
back.
keep learning. Let's keep getting better as a fighter.
Garcia trying to rally here in the 10th after maybe losing a couple rounds.
Yeah, he's looking better, letting his hands go a little bit more.
Stop. Straight
But
back.
there's a
Let
lot
him go,
more
Ryan.
holding on his end.
90 seconds left here.
Stop.
The sold-out Fantasy Springs Resort and Casino. Added extra chairs for this fight. Ryan Garcia, a huge star in Southern California especially.
Ryan showing some life. The crowd just waiting to erupt on some.
Backing off his head, Ryan. Let him go, Ryan. All right, stop. No punch.
I think Morales still believes he might need a knockdown here to cement his place in this fight, get the respect he thinks he deserves. He's got Garcia backing up for the most part.
But I thought Garcia answered well in this run. I think he's let his hands go a little bit more, and he's been more effective. Enough to win the round so far in my eyes.
Oh, straight right there lands for Garcia. Just seconds left here. Can we have a late knockdown? Both guys letting the power punches fly. Here we go, 10 seconds left.
And they went the distance.
And that will do it.